Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your release and receive for 2021. I'm just smiling because there's a little ladybug behind the camera, like flickering all around. It's kind of cute, so maybe that means something to someone. What we're going to do is I'm going to start with my energy oracle deck, and I'm going to ask what the overall energy or theme is for 2021 for you, and then using the same deck I'm going to start to build on what the release is for you in 2021. What will your receive be for 2021? And I will also then go to my Moonology deck, and we're going to ask what will be the most significant emotional moment for you in 2021. And I'm going to build up on that with another oracle deck and more tarot cards to really look at this release and receive for you for 2021. There is, I'm calling it like an extended reading. It's a whole other reading because I want this one to be fully and wholly like encapsulated and enclosed for you, because 2020 has sucked so bad for most people. So going into this reading, like I've got everything there. As long as it takes. It took a long time with Scorpio. I give you what I got to give you in this reading. So the link is at the top of the description. So I have created on the Vimeo a success spread for 2021 for you using tarot cards. So if you are interested in that, you can go there and check that out. But let's get focused right now. Sagittarius. I'm hearing like, why don't you call us the Wild Stallions, Cindy? Everyone has a cool nickname, but ours is just Saggy. Saggy the Wild Stallions. What is the main theme or overall energy of 2021 for Sagittarius? Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Maybe like this. You want it to be precise. No guesswork. Ooh, woman holding the heart is your overall energy or theme for 2021. Ooh la la, Saggy, where is this going? I love her. She looks like so like 1482 France. I don't know. Okay, the release and the receive. I'm going to build up on it. Don't worry, we're going to go into this. It's an awful lot of a release. But hey, who's to argue? Man, this deceit card has been popping around all week. Interesting. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm pulling in a message there. You got deceit, you got rest and rejuvenation, and you have financial constraints. What I see with this is the financial constraints. Don't get too like worried about. Well, that's okay though if you're releasing it. Someone's controlling your purse. Someone is controlling your money somehow. Or will be. But you're releasing this. Look at that. What I was about to say is I don't very often get that this financial constraint card is like financial constraints. But sometimes it can be. What I do always get from it is something that's kind of like constraining you, holding you in. It's retractive as opposed to allowing you to expand. But then I said, no, wait a second, look at this deceit card. He's playing with the coins, and like it's like your coins are retracted, and it causes you to sit in some sort of inability to move. You're resting. It's almost like you're using this time, whatever you're releasing. I feel like it's connected to something going on for you right now. In 2020, you're releasing something that constrains you. I feel like it constrains you financially, or it holds you. I'm hearing like it'll hold you by the short and curlies, like some sort of situation here that has a hold on you that you have had very little control in. It's not allowing you to expand. However, you have made some good use of your time in that. I do want to say that you have utilized it to really heal yourself, to rest. Like if you've been unable to do some sort of movement that you wish to do because of this constraint, you have used that time to, but you're letting that go. You're like, out of here. That's cool. That is one of the coolest releases. Like, and the connection, the way they're connected there. Okay, so the receive for Sagittarius in 2021. The receive for Sagittarius in 2021. The receive for Sagittarius in 2021. Hey, man. It's good. I mean, if you're sitting over in this energy, alright, that bitch is going. You got victory. Victory is your receive, man. That's awesome. Ooh, look at that. That's right in my head. Oh, I'm doing multiplication and division in my head here. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to do that. I have to do that with my son, and I don't like that stuff. I was looking at this 44 when this card first came out. I'm like, oh, 4 and 4 and 4 and 8. I'm getting like all these 8s, like infinity. And then I do like this victory is 28. It's like half of 4 and double of 8. Of double of 4. Half of 4 and... See what I mean? I can't do that. So, but it's funny, right? Like I was looking at those numbers for some reason. Oh, I don't like math. Woo! Where are you going, Sag? You don't care what your pocketbook says anymore. Kind of like... Okay, the underline, you have the 4th chakra, the heart chakra. Look at, right? Like, and this was the first card that came out, woman holding the heart. You're going to have, like, 2021, I'm hearing, is the year of the heart for you. It is the year of the heart. It is the year of expansion and feelings and emotions and love and growth in that. Okay, I don't want to show you everything. And then you have the door to personal healing and happiness. It's wide open. It's almost like you have utilized some sort of constraining cycle. Some sort of cycle that you've been in that's been very constraining for you. And it doesn't feel like it holds you financially. It binds you. It's like the devil holding the purse strings for you. And there was nothing you could do except work internally on yourself and heal and rest. Look at your deep inner wounds and fix those. You know, fix isn't the right word. It's just like heal. Just really like heal them and lick those wounds and nurture them. Okay, so you're really lining yourself up for something wonderful. Look at that. Isn't it funny how that was in reverse and then ended like that? I don't want to say that that's reverse, but I do want to say if something is holding you back because of financial constraints, at some point it's almost like, well, this is affecting my health because there's something that you need to do to get to your victory. Victory. You have victory. You have victory. That's what your receive is. All right, so what is the most significant emotional moment for you in 2021? The most significant emotional moment for Sagittarius in 2021. Most significant emotional moment for them in 2021. Emotional moment for them in 2021. You have 2. I don't think anyone has had 2. A personal issue reaches resolution. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, that's interesting. So nothing is yet set in stone. This is the overall significant emotional moment for you. Something changes. Something changes that you feel like A is maybe ended a certain way and you see it, that's how it is, or you think something should start a certain way and that's how it will. But something here, when I say that nothing is yet set in stone, it kind of feels like an ending, right? I mean, if you were paving a sidewalk out, if you were paving it and you got all this liquid cement, kind of smoothing it out, and it is the way it is, right? And so that's it. It's going to set. But I'm almost seeing like, so you turn your back, you have a little lunch, you come back, and a little pussycat walked in there and like, oh shit. A little pussycat came. I thought it was going to, like, that's how it was going to be. And so then you go back to it thinking, I think it's already hard. Like, it's too late to fix that. But then you go with a trowel and it's still mutable. Because it's a mutable moon, like it still changes. It's not how you perceive it. Something's going to change for you. This is going to be a significant emotional moment. And it's connected to a personal issue reaches resolution for you. Something to do with a lot of emotions and feelings with the full moon in Cancer. The resolution of a lot of internal emotions and feelings. Take time to breathe out. Maybe you've been holding your breath. You will be holding your breath. This is a really, I don't know about, this is a funny energy, right? But I think you're working with it really well. But you're going to release it. I mean, it's a crappy energy. So it's great to release it. But I do want to say, I think that you worked with it really well. You did the best that you could with this energy. For yourself. Without allowing it to consume you and hurt you too much anyways. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my Alki deck and ask why the release and why the release. Sometimes it seems so obvious. Well, the victory is not so obvious, but this release, yeah, I mean, that's... This dude reminds me of like the depiction of the devil, you know, with all the red around and that evil look and the dark circles under his eyes, and he's sitting there playing with the coins, right? Like coming from behind the curtain. This deceit. And then look, it's like sucking your cupboard dry. So why this release? I don't know. It seems like a good thing to release. Why this release? Why this release? Because it does. It is painful. She who resists. Fearless, justified, and resistant. Ooh. Okay. You know, we're getting like this deceit card in the financial constraints, and here you are sitting here. You're like sitting here trying to find peace within some sort of very difficult situation, a rock and a hard place. Because you've shown so much fearless resistance to this. This energy that you sit in, it's pretty crappy. If you're not sitting in it now, you will be sitting in it early in 2021. But you're going to deal with it in a really good way with the rest and rejuvenation. I mean, this can be an energy that can create a lot of fear. A lot of mental manipulation. And it's not necessarily... The only one who can truly manipulate our minds, I'm hearing, is ourselves, because it's how we're perceiving and looking at situations. So if someone is trying to control you with deceit, and this can affect your finances and your growth, your personal growth, you are finding a way to seek shelter from this storm, and it's internal, which is probably the best way to do it. So in some way you have shown fearlessness in the face of the devil. You've shown fearlessness in the face of the devil. The devil has no other choice but to release you. This toxic energy, you are not allowing it. You will not allow it to consume you. So it releases itself from you. Interesting. Victory. So why the victory? Well, why not receive victory, damn it? Especially after, you know, sitting with the devil and the devil can't manipulate you. So why this victory? Ooh, it's sexy. It's very sexy. I always find this card. Oh, this is reminding me of a reading I did. Was it a week ago? Who was it? Someone was going to own that devil. That's like, she who instigates leadership, provocation, and power. And then she who divines future choice and judgment. Do you see how, what is it? She who instigates. Do you see the little horns coming out of her ear or out of her head? It's almost like utilizing the energy of the devil like you are. You're utilizing it in your own way here. You're preventing it from allowing you to become toxic in a toxic situation. You're releasing that. And you are receiving almost like the keys to the cage from the devil here because you showed leadership. You couldn't be provoked. And you utilized your power in the most efficient and holy way possible, which was by internalizing your own healing, as opposed to externalizing your pain or your conflict. And she who divines future choice and judgment. You are literally like going to be your own creator of your future. You're going to see your path too. Wow, it really feels like y'all are coming out of, I would only describe it as a very karmic lesson. It's a heavy one. It's a tough one. And it's, you know, it's like the rest of rejuvenation sits. My orthodontic device has me saying some interesting words at interesting times here. It has you sitting in this rest and rejuvenation, but come on, we all know that there's no way you're going to get just, you know, okay, I'm sitting between a rock and a hard place. Is the most difficult place I've ever sat in my life. I feel like the devil has me by the short and curlies, and the universe is producing complete restraint and lack. Like I'm sitting between these two energies. I'm just going to go within. I'm going to be okay. Like if you could just do that naturally, you wouldn't be faced with this situation. The situation has created this in you. Like it's really sent you on a new level of, going to send you on a new level of being able to face probably some of the most difficult things that anyone would have to face. And you come out of it with victory. It's at the bottom here. She who battles, justice, fierce, and commitment. Ooh. She who stands resolute, implacable, and determined. She who changes. It's all in the upright. Sure, I'll let you look at that. It's kind of funny, but the she who battles, justice, fierce, and commitment. I feel like it's almost, if you're playing with the devil here, you're being fierce and battling this energy by being very, what's the term for it? Passive aggressive. You're being very passive aggressive with some sort of devil energy. That's what you've been doing. I have not spent so much time on a release in these readings, but this is a brilliant release. I mean, you're winning this by being so passive aggressive. You're battling it by being so passive aggressive with this devilish energy. So, the release. We're going into the tarot. Hair. I have so much hair. I still have a lot of it, so I think I grow it just as soon as I lose it. The release and the receive for Saggy. The wild stallions and mares. The wild stallions and mares. how to pull in a victory. The World at the end, and then the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, the Four of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, you are ending a major cycle here. A major cycle of what feels like very toxic energy. Something in your life that's been very toxic. It's held you between a rock and a hard place. This is your underlying little mitful. You have the World, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Kind of like becoming the High Priestess here. Like delving into the mystery of the unknown. Reconciling your energies, your emotions, reconciling connections around you, and finding celebration again is the underlying. All right, so let's get into this. So your release, the cards we pulled for the release are the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. It's a funny release. You're like releasing some aspect of yourself into your work. Oh, and now I see, I'm like, I know these two cards are playing out and I can't see what it is, but now I do. Okay. This message goes way beyond what the Page and Eight of Pentacles is. Look at this page is sitting and looking at this pentacle. Why are they looking at it? They're contemplating, like, what do I do with it? What can I create with this? And then look, and there's there, I know what to do with it. I know exactly what to do with it. As this person puts it down and holds it and starts working it, starts working this pentacle. What is sitting here? Like, what is this dude holding? These pentacles, right? What you're releasing. Someone in control here. Someone else is in control. Some other energy is in control. And it feels like this is all you have. What do I do with it? Looking at it, pondering it. Trying to make a decision, trying to understand it better. And then just working it, working it, working it, working it. But then you come into the Two of Swords, which is indecision. I don't know what to do. It's like you start working on this pentacle that the page was holding. This isn't the right thing. This isn't getting me what I need. I need something outside of me to make this decision. So the Two of Wands, what is outside of me? What can I do here? This is like, it's a hard energy. I feel very confused by it, but it's release. You're releasing that, thank God, because it is really weird and confusing. Like having something that you want to mold, you want to work with and create. And then you're like, oh, I know what I want to do. This is I have no idea. I can't go left, I can't go right. I don't know. And it's like being caught between this rock and a hard place. So let me look at something outside of me. The Two of Wands. What is there that could... Let's just... Yeah, we've had enough of that. Release. Boy, that's crazy. That's tough. But you really serve it in a brilliant way. There's nothing confusing at all about your receive. It's beautiful victory here. Look at victory in the Two of Cups. Wonderful. This is a beautiful connection here. Connecting two energies together that are like healing, medicinal. Kind of in a way like meant to be together. I'm surprised that, well, maybe it'll come out in the clarifiers. I was going to say I'm surprised that your card, Temperance, hasn't come out here. That's a lot of what this is here. Like this radiates temperance. That's the only way to fight through this devilish energy. That's kind of passive resistance. Passive resistance. And then you have the artiste, The Two of Cups, like joining this Two of Cups energy and recreating your world. Getting ready to recreate your world. And you don't look for any outside source to do that. You don't need any outside source to do that. Oh, I love it. Because that's where you kind of come out here like, well, what outside of me can I use to fix this, to do this? You don't need any outside source to do that for your victory. And then you have your victory with the Ace of Wands. Your victory goes into like abundance, creativity, passion, joy. That's cool. You okay, Mary? Are you okay? She just woke up. My little doggy just woke up. Yeah, we're gonna have lunch soon. Yeah, no boy, her ears just perked up with lunch. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do very first? I'm gonna hold this for a little moment. So it's interesting that this sits, how my cards are laid out, like these sit together here. There's some sort of personal issue that's going to be resolved. Nothing is yet set in stone. Maybe you think that this is going to be a certain way. So kind of like whatever way you anticipate it, it might turn out better. Well, you're going towards victory here. So the woman holding the coin, can you tell Sagittarius more about the woman holding the coin? The woman holding the coin for Sagittarius. Just 2 cards, man. The Six of Pentacles and the Strength card. The overall energy for you is finding equality and balance in giving and taking. Finding strength also finding strength being in a position of being able to give to others. I don't know if this is you. I'm not getting a clear message on this. The woman holding the heart, or it's someone like around you. Take it as you will. It might be playing back and forth depending on your situation. But there's someone around you either in 2021, it's personal, like, right? Like we're talking about a personal issue here. It reaches resolution. And it has something to do with a woman holding the heart. A person holding the heart. Someone who I would say is identified by being fairly feminine. It could be a man, but they're just really in touch with their feminine side. Or it could be a woman who is also very in touch with their feminine side. There's sort of, yeah, like being in a finding strength to give. I don't know. It's just not coming clear. It's not, I think I've got everything I can out of this woman holding the heart that I will get out of it. It's not set in stone. It won't be set in stone. Something will change in this for you, and it will reach a personal resolution. The Two of Wands is the card that I'm most curious about here in your release, because it's almost like a point of trying to look beyond yourself for an answer. And then when you get your victory, though, it's this hermit. It's realizing there's nothing outside of you that has a better answer than you. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. It's a big jump, right? Like going from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. You want a new beginning. You want a new beginning here. And you want you want this new beginning to jump right into the stability and the experience, the responsibility of the King of Pentacles. So in some ways, maybe it's like this is a really big leap To create a leap like that, I can see why to really get success is within yourself. I'm going to go into I'm going to focus here on your receive now, because this has been pretty heavy, your release. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put 3 out for each one. Before I pull anything else out, I love that you got the Nine of Pentacles with the Hermit. I mean, there you go. The Nine of Pentacles is a singular energy. That's where you're getting your success, the singular energy, you. Five of Swords. There's that King of Wands again. Oh, ew. Oh, my nose. All right, you have the Two of Cups, right? This is part of your receive here. You have the Justice card, the Death card, and the World. That's all major arcana. That's a pretty significant Two of Cups. Like, very significant. This is a very significant karmic success here. Soulmate. When the Justice card and the Death card came out, I thought, oh, is this like some kind of an ending? But then when I saw the World come in, you already have an ending with the Death card. So the World, and that, right, you have it here. It can represent a major cycle ending and a major cycle beginning. So maybe, because nothing is yet set in stone. So it's a little bit like you will go through something in 2021. If you haven't met this person already, you will probably be meeting them very soon. And it's going to be a very prominent soul connection between you and this person. I feel like something will happen where it will maybe end with the Death card, but it's meant to have a sort of a rebirth here. It's meant to have a rebirth. It's meant to be in a cycle kind of all on its own in a way with the World card. It's meant to be in a cycle all of its own. Then you have the Artist, creating your world. Really manifesting, like on quite a high level. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords. Ah, right, you were struggling with the Eight of Pentacles over here. But now you've changed it. Look at, I'm seeing all these repeats. Because the Eight of Pentacles goes into the High Priestess, into the Ace of Swords. And here, right, you have the World card. You have the World card. It's like something needs to start. It needs to have a new beginning, but it needs to be a cycle all on its own, all of itself. And here's the World, and here's the High Priestess again. As you create this new reality with the Ace of Swords, this new understanding, this new clarity in what you're creating for yourself, how you're drawing and making your world moving forward. You have the Hermit, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Oh, it's interesting that Two of Swords has two people there. That's really interesting. Because, yeah, the Two of Swords is always like one person holding two swords. There's two people here struggling with a decision. How to move forward. Well, there is some sort of connection for you here with the Two of Cups. So maybe you and someone else, this other person, both, okay, both sitting in, I feel like there's some sort of mirroring that's being suggested with this Two of Swords, with the two people in it. Some sort of mirroring, both looking within to find an answer to a solution or a resolution. And you do both struggle with this. It's like two people sitting in indecision, so nothing is decided. You're going to find victory. You just got to work through that. There's the Ace of Wands. There's that new beginning. We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. It does feel like you're going to go through some sort of connection, Sagittarius, in 2021. That you're getting like a couple of, you're getting more than one thing going on here for sure. There's a connection with a very deep soulmate here that needs to start in its own way. Almost as if there's, it might even end. I think it's going to end, or it might have ended for you already, but it needs to have a new beginning with this World card. Like, it's a little bit like, it's not so much what you try to do here. If you felt stuck about it, that doesn't influence how this needs to begin. And if this person has been stuck about it, that doesn't influence how this needs to begin. Things have been cut out, things have been confusing, things have been disappointing to get. Things will be cut out, confusing, and disappointing to get to this new beginning in 2021, but you're going to have it. So there you go. I don't think there's anything else I can pull out. Wait, here, let's see. What do you think is set in stone? What will you think will be set in stone? What will Sagittarius think is set in stone? Look at the Five of Swords. Okay, something that ended. Okay, it hasn't ended. The book is still being written here for you, Sagittarius. Oh, and then you have the Hierophant. See, there is something deep, a deep connection here. Either you're feeling some of this now going into 2021, or this is all what you're going to feel. So come back and watch this a couple times. Because if you have a connection with someone that's very, very deep and very, very profound, it's going to feel like it has an ending here. But it's having this ending because it needs to have its own beginning. So a little bit like maybe like a written in the stars sort of thing. It's got to go a certain way. It's not set in stone. And I'm going to do that. And that's it. Oh, regardless of what 2021 brings to you, I want to wish every one of you a very happy, fulfilling, fruitful, abundant, joyous. Did I say healthy? I said healthy. Maybe you needed to hear that one twice. Fulfilling, love-filled 2021. And if I forgot anything that you need, you just slip it right in there, and I wish that to you too. I'm going to go do the extended and see what the success spread is for you for 2021. Until next time, Saggies, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.